Sawadee Krap. How you doing today? We're gonna make today I guess a spin-off a Thai dish, and it's spin-off a ladna, which we did a video before, but it's gonna be like a, I guess, chicken and mushroom gravy kind of flavor. So what we're gonna be doing is using a 1 can of chicken broth and 1 can of water, and then we're gonna, of course, the chicken and the mushrooms. We use 2 types of mushrooms in here. This is shiitake mushrooms, and this is just regular mushrooms. And then we're gonna crack an egg and prepare a plate with the amount of rice with the egg on top, and then pour it over. So it's gonna be pretty. Anyway, I had some water heating over here, and all this is 1 of this and 1 can of water, so that we don't have to watch water boil today. So I'm gonna need the towel and seal. So we're gonna be using about 2 tablespoons of this. And 2 tablespoons of soy sauce. And that's the cornstarch to thicken it up. Can you mix that in here? And that was a little bit of dark soy just to mix in the chicken. Okay, I just mixed the chicken in a little bit of dark soy. What that does is kind of makes it like almost look like more of a gravy. It just adds to the savoriness, and it's got a little bit of sweetness in the dark soy. So gonna let that boil a little bit. So this is kind of like a comfort food flavored kind of dish, and you know, it not too much of any vegetables or anything. It's just pretty much chicken and mushrooms. Okay, it came up to a boil, so what we're gonna do is we just add our chicken. So you're gonna see how this dark soy just kind of makes it look like more of a gravy, it just darkens it right up. Without it being too salty and everything. If you try and get this color with regular soy sauce, it'll be like salty. I'm gonna bring it up to a boil again, add our mushrooms, thicken it. I don't know why, but in this broth, it gotta have just a touch of vinegar in there. It kind of just brings the flavor out. Acidity. All right, it's coming to a boil, and then we're just gonna let it simmer for a minute, and then add our mushrooms, and then start thickening. And all she's doing back there is we put our rice in a bowl, put it on the plate, then we're going to cover it with an egg, and then we're going to spoon this luscious mushroom gravy with chicken over it. So I'm going to garnish it a little bit with some green onions. Okay, since we don't have any kind of MSG in there, like I said, we always put just a touch of sugar in there. And in goes your mushrooms. What I'm watching is that shiitake mushrooms is a dried mushrooms that was soaking. So I'm just making sure that it's soaked up the water. Alright, bring it up to a boil. You start thickening it with our cornstarch slurry. like I said on videos prior, the cornstarch is just cornstarch, tapioca starch, anything but like flour type of slurry. If you use these, as soon as it boils, it's cooked. But as flour and gravy, you know, it has to be cooked like a roux and all that kind of stuff. And if not, it turns lumpy. So this is I guess you can add it in at the end and see, adjust your thickness the way you want to. See, as you can see, we're just using a little camp stove. So you can cook it anywhere on anything. Okay, the mushroom's starting to shrink, so it's getting cooked. At this point, this is coming up to a boil. So this is your cornstarch. This one will take quite a bit because it's quite a bit of liquid. So this is about 2 tablespoons of cornstarch in here. So this comes to a boil and it's all done. Again, you can adjust the thickness however you want to, but now, would you like to eat that? Huh? Look at that. All right. Chicken and mushrooms.
Yes, good. Okay.
So if you got any questions, the recipe will be posted on Facebook. And thank you for joining us. Please subscribe if you like our style of cooking, and if you got any, like I said, if you got any questions, you can contact us on Facebook. And until next time, try cooking Thai. ขอบคุณครับ Take it easy.